Yo, that girl's a dime, bro.
Oh my god, I don't even know.
Literally the most words that have come out of Crusher's mouth in the entire time you've known him.
Then why'd you drag me into this room by my neck and why didn't you just let her say yes?
I look a little like flustered, and I'm kind of just like scratch my arm, and I just kind of like shrug, and you see my face like my face is kind of red. And I put my visor down.
Crusher, just clear your mind for a second. You are a guardian angel. And of course, I mean, just so that everyone knows, this is not like sappy talk. Like a guardian angel is actually a bodyguard, right? And
yeah.
Right. So you are the guardian angel. This is your opportunity to make sure that absolutely nothing happens with her. Have a good time. It's going to be okay. We'll be on standby, but this is a perfect opportunity. She'll feel okay if you're there. Get your nice suit. Be all good.
I don't really respond, but I'm nodding inside of to everything you're saying. I'm like nodding inside my my armor, and I like flip the visor up. I just give you a thumbs up and then hand you a piece of gum. And I just like grab you by the hand and just kind of like walk you back over to the crew.
Immediately, I'm like, nice ass. We're going to need a good suit for our boy Crusher right here. Can you get on the phone and get the tailor here immediately?
I'm kind of like flexing a little bit, like moving my shoulders and stuff. As you're
so Hadia's blushing really hard and like trying really hard not to make eye contact with anybody.
No, I don't have a phone. That's something my assistants would always do for me.
Well,
we can go on a shopping spree.
There's a hotel phone right there. How much time do we have?
Well, with the symposium being relocated, you have till 7, so you've got like several hours, like three and a bit.
Did I notice like an in-hotel tailor?
Oh yeah, totally. There's like, it's a fancy hotel, so there's totally like a tailor, and you could go. And
all right. Call down to the front desk. Take care of that.
Well, yeah. First, I look Crusher up and down. I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this.
I'm just nodding. I'm just like
makeover.
But I assume I know where it is, so I probably noticed it. So you just leave Crusher there now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
All right. So you're gonna go and get Crusher a nice suit for the evening.
Yeah. I also asked for the cred stick. I assume this is...
Yeah, it's a good call.
All right. I'm going to regret this, but given.
Okay.
Part of the mission.
Make sure that he has a few extra inches, in case some pistols.
Gotcha. Pew pew.
All right.
Okay.
Breakdown. You and me are in charge of Hadia.
Okay. Is your neck okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Crusher I don't think he's had a girlfriend before.
It suddenly like hits me and I'm like, oh my god. Okay, anyway, yes. Okay, yes. I can do that, yes.
Okay.
That's the plan.
So we break? What do we do?
That's
yeah.
Mean mugging
I was like, where the fuck did this come from? Like,
yeah.
I guarantee you, in a million years, Adam did not plan the scenario where suddenly...
Look, I have four lines. I have four lines. And that's one of them right there. Yeah. Written on the first episode.
Wow.
It's not so much that I don't have anything to say, it's that there's nothing to be said.
I really want a makeover montage.
Yeah, your plans.
Yeah, with good 80s music.
That's, and I think that's what happens. Like, so we get the Night's Ass Crusher makeover montage where you visit like the salon and we try a bunch of different kinds of haircut, and then like the scene where he goes into the tailor and he comes out and you like give him the thumbs down and then the thumbs down again, and he comes out in like, you know, swim trunks with a little like duck ear on him, and he comes out in a spacesuit, and he comes out in like a Hawaiian shirt, and then eventually comes out in the tux, and you're like, yeah, the whole thing, the whole 80s 9 yards of it. We get
Love
that.
it.
That happens. And I guess then we can cut to the gala itself. So yeah, there's like you said, like it's one of those boring, like it's kind of like an awards dinner, but instead of award speeches, people are just like talking about stuff for a short period of time, and they're doing these speeches. There's a stage, and the whole place is packed. There's like probably a couple hundred people in here.
I have my sunglasses on, so no one can see that my eyes are closed and I'm like falling asleep.
Okay. Yeah, where is everybody while this is happening? Like, Hadia has a table where I guess Crusher is now with her.
So I want to actually go to the business center and get into the system and basically watch everything from like a camera perspective, and I can check the list at the same time. So
okay, all right. So yeah, you can do that. And you still have Carter's login and stuff.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got access to the CCTV system and to your guest list and everything. And where are you, Breakdown?
Retroactively, Bonbon. What should I do?
What's your assignment?
What do like the gala security guards wear?
All of the security guards are trying to look as innocuous as possible, so they're just wearing like suits. They look like Secret Service guys, right? Suits and.
Can we basically outfit Breakdown in one of these suits to be like,
awesome.
Just because that would be
Secret
hilarious.
Agent Breakdown?
You know, I could get one for you, Breakdown.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I could teach you how you do it.
So we get a suit.
All right. So Breakdown, you are now wearing a suit with a tie. Yeah.
I look the most uncomfortable you've ever seen me. It's like,
All right, and I'm like,
That's saying a lot, I think.
Breakdown, I'm going to be checking things out in the Matrix, so you are in charge of comms. You are running this operation, making sure that Crusher is reporting in, you're communicating to him, and Night's Ass, we're going to put you in charge of a musical performance again, hopefully.
Okay. I actually don't even care about like being in a VIP table up front and center for once. I'm like just side stage or at the back or something.
Night's Ass should probably just be Night's Ass at the gala.
I mean, there's so many Night's Asses. There's like hot Night's Ass, sexy Night's Ass, sassy Night's Ass.
Well, no, you should be like Night's Ass who has to go to like a formal dinner, right? So formal, but Night's Ass formal.
Night's class.
Oh yeah, of course, all the time, 24/7.
Yeah.
And then I'm still wearing my sunglasses because I actually am falling asleep at this gala.
All right, so where do you? I assume you modify the guest list to find a seat for her.
Of course.
Okay, what table is she at? Is she at the same table as Crusher and Hadia?
Actually, I don't know what Night's Ass. What do you think? What do you think? Should you be at Crusher's table, or maybe, could you spread out? We put you at the table to the left.
I mean, if you put me with Crusher and Hadia, that's less people that'll bother me all night long. So that's fine. But put me anywhere, I don't really mind.
You could gather some good information sitting at another table. Just saying.
Yeah, all right. Put me with strangers. It's fine. Whatever.
I'll put you with the richest, most attractive strangers. How about that?
Tiny eyebrows. Yeah.
Then I just randomly choose the table to the left.
Yeah, totally.
You act like
Spin
that's
the
hard
wheel.
for me to find.
Question.
Yes.
How should I do communications? Because I can't put the ear thing. I can't wear that. So,
All right, here's what happens.
okay.
Bon, who is actually like just disgusted that this situation even comes up, but then at the same time suddenly feels like a total baller as she takes a phone in the business room and drops it on the ground and crushes it. And crushes it, crushes it, crushes it. And then she pulls out the speaker from one end of the receiver, and she grabs her little IFB comm device as she's just like staring breakdown in the eye, and she strips the wire, and then she reconnects it to the speaker, and then she just like slaps it on her lapel area and then puts the pack back in.
Nice. Well done.
And if I have to roll electronics for that shit, I will.
I feel like you should.
Bring it.
I will.
even care.
I will. Let's see how good this shit is.
Target number
Alrighty.
4.
All right, let's do it.
It's on.
2
There you
successes.
go.
I'll take it.
Nicely done. Yes, you make an impromptu communication device
Wait. So
quickly and
but
easily.
So basically, now this little speaker just sits here.
so I just
And
if I need to
You
hear
can
a thing, I
talk
just
into
go
your
like
cuff.
this.
Yeah, you just basically there's this metal piece. You will probably it will actually speak out loud. So everyone, if they're like right next to you, will actually hear it. Yes, I mean
Okay.
Just don't stand near anybody important.
intentional.
Okay.
So, Crusher, when you meet up with Hadia, so meanwhile, there's all this like chaos of these guys breaking phones and getting shit sorted out. Hadia is upstairs waiting for you in the hotel room to like escort her down to her table. She's not at the table yet.
Okay. The suit that we bought, does it have... I can't bring my cannon, right? I can't bring the...
No, you definitely can't.
I have to ask. Can I put a shotgun in like my
What's-
side?
What's the concealability on the shotgun?
Didn't someone say you can't conceal shotguns ever?
There, if you saw,
my
if it's a
concealability is
sawed-off
3.
shotgun. Okay, so you can, but anyone looking for it, it's target number 3 to see it, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
put
yeah,
it
you
at my
can-
side. Actually, I'm gonna put it at my back, like,
Okay.
and I'll put it to where the hilt, like the hilt of the gun is at the bottom, like in the belt, and so my back is like perfectly straight the entire time. It'll also help with posture.
Good posture.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's also to where I can just like grab it at a moment's notice and just,
Sure.
do what I have to do.
Okay.
Okay. So I get that all set up, and then is it just like, what did we settle on? Is it just a normal tux?
That's totally up to you.
Troll tux.
It's just a T-shirt with a tux printed on it.
No,
No, that's-
we did that.
We've already got that on
Thanks.
another.
Yeah.
of mine.
That gag is covered.
It's an
elsewhere.
actual troll tux.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a big tux, yeah. Just a black
Got it
tux.
from
I've got
Ragnar's big and tall.
a black
They're
bow
gonna
tie.
be looking at this cred stick expense sheet and be like, "What in the fucking shit is all of this crap? What the?"
Don't worry, it was necessary.
Yeah, the sleeves aren't cut off. They actually just like follow the cybernetics. I don't. Can I move those arms? Like, what is the movability of those arms?
They're like exactly like normal arms. You have the full range of motion you normally would. Same sensitivity to like touch. They're all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would imagine that Crusher has a hard time wiping his own ass though with like metal arms. So he just kind of like walks around like this, I guess, and that's
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of how he walks.
You're
in
pretty
the-
ripped, but you're designed to be ripped, right?
Yeah,
And also
yeah.
your body is shaped for more muscle mass than a human's is, right?
Right.
You don't have claws, do you?
Not yet. No.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I mean, his normal hands, like before, would have had
Yeah.
like sharp fingernails, and he's got like tusks, and like he could like bite someone's arm off if you tried hard enough. But
Yeah. I haven't bought
he's
those.
He's a big scary monster with metal arms. In case anyone forgot.
Yep. All right. So
These
yeah,
are a big scary monster.
But a heart
But you're
of
dressed
gold.
nice.
I am dressed very nice. I walk up to the door and like knock, and I'm like adjusting all of the suit and pulling the shirt underneath
Alright.
to make sure the cufflinks and all that stuff.
So you hear Hadia from inside shout like, "Hold on, just a second." And you hear her like, there's like something gets knocked off a counter, and you hear like stumbling, and
I
then
immediately fucking bust in the door then.
okay, all right. So you like smash.
I just slam the
chain
door
lock off
open, and
the-
I,
yeah,
I
yeah.
like I have my hand at my
Okay.
back, just like
So
peek in.
she's standing there, like leaned up against, like she's got one arm like leaned on a counter, and she's knocked something off the counter. And she's trying to get her like high heels on and like tripped and like pushed something over. And she like when you smash the door and she like looks over and like kind of looks startled. She's wearing like an evening gown. She looks really nice. It's like the fanciest thing you've seen her wearing so far. Big gold earrings. She has makeup on when she hadn't before. And her hair is all like done up fancy.
Yeah.
And she sees you and you look all fancy and you see her and she looks all fancy and she like, the shock goes away right away of you like breaking the door down. And she's like, oh, hey. And like turns around and tries to stand but only has one shoe on and so like stumbles a little bit and like tries to like fix her dress.
I go over and like after like the initial like stare or the gaze occurs between the two, I run over and like grab her shoe and like put her foot into the shoe on the floor, like leaning over.
Okay, she covers like her face with her hands and it's like, I can put my own shoes on. Oh my god.
And then I just kind of like stand up and I'm just like looking around.
Okay, she does the same kind of like it's like okay, I guess we should go.
We just go.
Okay. All right. So
Best date ever.
so downstairs, you guys, you see Crusher and Hidea come in and make their way over to the table. They both look very nice. And everyone's like sits down, and the like MC, the person doing it's an elf. He's dressed like kind of like Breakdown. Like he's dressed nicely, but it's obviously in like nice clothes made by a fashion designer to look like kind of pseudo medievally looking. Like he looks like a wizard, but kind of like a fashion wizard. Like he's got like one big shoulder pad and like a kind of star pattern like thing. He looks like a ponce, but he looks like a
wizard.
magician.
And
Yeah.
who is this?
He's the
MC,
MC for
yeah.
the night.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And he comes up and he like you can tell maybe I mean Crusher, you might have to make an intelligence check to notice this happens, but he doesn't have a mic. There's actually no mic on the podium, but when he speaks, you can hear him perfectly as if you were standing right in front of you for like everyone in the room. Yeah, I mean breakdown, it's obviously magic. Everybody else could probably guess. And
I
like,
don't care, so I don't notice.
yeah, I mean, you know, like lots of rock stars have like a stage effects magician or shaman that like is on tour with them and like does illusions and shit. So this is just some basic magic that this guy has cast, and he like just starts the gala. Thanks everybody for coming. Basically like apologizes for what happened this afternoon and assures everyone it'll be rescheduled, and that this just goes to prove how important the work that they're doing here and at the university is, and how brave all of the people speaking here tonight are when being faced with threats like this. And there's some applause, some polite applause, and lots of like gossipy chatter. Eventually like people start taking the podium and giving like little speeches. Some of them are very dry and academic. There's a couple of like historians that do a presentation about like evidence of pre-Christian elven communities in various parts of the world. If you're interested in magic or history at all, it's maybe like more interesting, but like Knight's Ass and maybe Bonbon, it's like Boredom City. I don't know, Bonbon, are you interested in magic at all aside from like?
I'm interested in hacking the shit out of what is going on, and I'm more concerned about the mission and getting access to cameras. And
I like that it doesn't even have to be a computer thing. You're like, I'm just gonna hack it. What he's having a speech, I hack the speech. I hack the
So,
table,
like,
Hack this shit.
hack the walls.
no, I want to have access to every camera, and
Yeah.
I want to be all over this shit.
So at some point, someone comes up and they're like he's a Salish, like a shaman, like a orca shaman. And he's human. He comes up to the podium and starts telling a story in Salish. I apologize if that's not the name of the language that the Salish tribes use, but I think it is. And as he does that, he starts crafting like an illusion that creates like totem like orcas and stuff. And Crusher, yeah, you see this like big glowing whale appear like in the air as the guy is like chanting and like telling this story.
How big is it?
It's like 10 or 15 feet tall,
Oh, and
Crusher shoots it.
made out of light. You can kind of see through it.
how far am I from it?
I a ways. Like you're in the audience. You're like two rows of tables back. So like 50, 60 feet probably from the podium.
Okay, when it happens, like, if I'm like mid-cut of a steak or whatever I'm doing, I literally just stop like dead in my tracks and just stare. And I kind of just like start looking at people around the room to like see how they're reacting to this. Is everyone just like applauding or?
People are watching in like rapt, sort of respectful silence. And I think when Hadia notices you, like looking around, like you feel her hand on your arm, and she's like, "Do you look at her?" Or
yeah, well, no, that like that stops whatever. Yeah, I immediately just like focus on that.
Okay, so you look at her and she nods to you. She's like, "It's okay. You're not in danger. I'm not in danger. We're fine."
I just kind of like look, and you see me nod, and I just put like 4 things of gum in my mouth and just start.
Hadia is such a people person.
It's true.
She always knows when something's up.
So this happens. There's several speakers. There's maybe like a half dozen, and Bon, you're following along as they go up, so you know who each person is and like where they came from and some basic bio about them, and you can see Hadia's name on the list that you have, and you know like she's up in a couple of like speakers, and while this is happening, like while all these speakers are talking and everything, breakdown, you feel a sudden gust of wind. But looking around, like it doesn't, like it's like a strong gust of wind, but it doesn't knock anything over or like you don't see anything get moved. And then you hear a voice that only you can hear say, "Shaman, I've seen something."
Uh-oh.
And you can just see vaguely like glittering in front of you the form of your spirit. It's obviously trying to stay hidden.
Partridge!
Yeah.
Adrena
like
Partridge just
levitating
walks
there?
in and says that to you in a deep voice.
Yeah.
Alan Partridge. That's the whole Partridge family.
In
Okay,
bird
so-
form, of course.
Yeah.
So, like, right now, in the middle of everything, he's like, I got a thing.
Okay. You're gonna just leave, or?
Oh, no. I'm saying, like, that's what happens, is this bird just like...
Yeah, it says I've seen something.
Right, okay. I look around kind of like, oh gosh. And then I try to mentally connect with it and say, show me.
Okay. So the best way to do that would be to like perceive astrally, because that's the like primary form.
Right.
Okay. So as soon as you do, and maybe this is during the like Orca presentation, as soon as you do perceive astrally, what was like just kind of like a fancy looking illusion in real space becomes this like brilliant like cascade of light. Like you can still see what they're doing, but it looks so much better in astral space. Like it's obviously being crafted astrally. And at this point you can see that a lot of people in the audience have some degree of like awakened like magical talent. And then yeah, you see the massive pheasant spirit.
Does anyone specifically stick out? Like, does anybody distract me in the sea of awakened beings?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay, what's my target?
4, please.
2 successes.
Okay. You'd guess that most of the people that you were seeing that have like magical talent aren't like particularly like trained like the way that you are, or like Hadia was, or like Hannah Red Arrow. The guy on stage is like pretty like illusions are not his only trick. Like he's a fairly powerful shaman. And there are a few others in the audience, but no, nothing out of the ordinary. Like nothing like warns you. Nobody's aura is like flaring red. Obviously Crusher's a big black blob in the middle of the room. But yeah, so the pheasant spirit addresses you and tells you, the men you sought me to seek, I watched them leave, gathered many weapons in a vehicle, then they left. One amongst them is a wizard. Watch that one. He's dangerous. They're all very angry.
And that's the end of the message.
That's what it says. I mean, you can ask it.
Okay.
Because remember,
do you know if they're coming here?
I could not see into their minds. No. And it, like, while it's talking, so it's got this really like, deep resonant voice while it's talking. It's like scratching at the floor and like pecking at your shoes. Like it's just acting like a big dumb pheasant, but. And then occasionally it'll
It's
look
like
up.
the fox from The Simpsons. That's immediately what I'm starting to think.
Yeah, but occasionally it'll look up with one of its big bird eyes and like look at you and just be like, danger. But yeah. So it says to you, I have done as you commanded. My service to you is finished. And like looks at you to like dismiss it, unless there's more you want to ask.
Can't think of anything else that would be helpful.
Is he still pecking while he thinks?
Yeah. Scratching the floor,
Okay.
pecking things.
I say, thank you very much for your help, and I dismiss it.
Okay. It kind of like it gives you the eye, and it's like, yeah, call upon me again at your own peril, shaman. And its little head thing kind of bobs up and down, and then it.
He was sweet.
Great guy.
Is anybody around me?
Yeah, there's lots of people around you.
Is there
But
somewhere
not
that I
any-
can go where people aren't going to hear me talking to my little speaker?
Yes, yeah, you could like go off into the corner.
Okay.
Sure.
I go off in a corner. If I talk into the speaker, I can talk to Bonbon, right?
Yeah, definitely. Bonbon's got like in the Bonbon feed, all the like you're in the Matrix, so you have all your like floating spheres, and there's like a little waveform of like your input.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So
I assume Bonbon, I assume that it's just on all the time, and you can hear like you heard Breakdown's half of that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm in the Matrix, so actually, is it possible? I could still have that resonate, like,
Well,
I could
assume
have
the
that
audio-
in my
the audio-
deck, right?
Yeah, the audio feed just goes right into your deck, and then you
So
have
like-
it brought as like a wave.
I wouldn't hear Breakdown out here, like, basically a reconstruction in sort of a crazy, like, nah, 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 type voice or something.
Right. So, I see. So it's reading the audio and then feeding you like a
Right.
text to speech
Text
version.
to speak.
Right,
Yeah.
like a really crude
Okay.
version of it. Yeah.
Speak and spell. Got it.
Yeah. And so
Okay.
actually my communication would also probably be the exact same thing
Mm-hmm.
back. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I go into a corner and I go, Bonbon. Bonbon.
Yes.
Blah. And I tell her everything that the partridge told me.
Fuck.
We do.
This long drawn out fact.
Back.
So
Should I go outside? We need somebody to see if they get here.
you need to contact Carter.
Okay.
Must tell Carter that
Okay.
these people are coming.
So okay. Do I know where Carter is?
Well, he's head of
you-
security. He's got to be around.
If you ask like any other security guy, they should be able to point you in that direction.
Okay. I go to a security person, a person wearing my same outfit. I
Okay.
say, where's Carter?
They like look you up and down. They're like, the guy's like, I don't recognize you. Who are you?
I'm new.
You looking
I'm
for Carter?
Billy. Yeah.
All right, Billy, the new guy. And he points. He's like, I think he's over there, and you can actually see Carter like sitting at one of the back tables.
Okay. I say, thank you. And I like punch his arm like
Okay,
bro style.
He looks
Then
at you
I-
awkwardly. He's like, no problem, new guy.
Walk away really stiffly.
Acting.
Acting.
Okay, yeah.
So I go to Carter and I like tap him on the shoulder.
So like looks over you, sees you're dressed as a security guard. It's like, nice, real stealthy. What?
We have a problem. Can I talk to you?
You're talking to me now. What? And he's like trying to have this conversation quietly because there's someone talking on stage. But
So I kneel down and I get as close to his ear as I can because there are other people at the table, and I blah and tell him,
how do you phrase it to him? Like, bad racists are coming to cause trouble at your hotel?
Blah. Nice try, Dodger. Nice try with the blah.
look,
I
it's just
got
the
it.
easiest
Yeah,
way. Okay.
uh-huh.
Okay. So Look, okay, so I left a bird. Well, not a real bird. Okay, so I made an astro bird, right? And I left it at this bar where all of the like racists are. And then I told the bird to tell me if people were coming, like with guns and things. And it said that there are people coming with guns and things. So
let me get this straight. A bird told you. Sorry.
Not a real bird.
Astro bird told
Yes.
you
yes,
that there's some bad men with guns coming to get you.
and a wizard. A bunch of bad guys with guns and a wizard.
Did this bird give you any more specific information? Like what these bad men with guns look like, or when they would be arriving, maybe?
So I'm hearing this as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're on their way right now. Shouldn't we at least put somebody outside? Shouldn't, like, just in case?
He's like, there are people outside. It's fine if anybody drives up. We'll see him coming.
All right.
You
all
and
of
your
a sudden,
Astro friend can calm right down.
Bon like breaks out. Look, asshole.
Okay, so it kind of like eyeballs you, like, fuck.
That's
Go.
It's Bon.
There is a group of terrorists who are coming after the after Hadia at the gala. I suggest you put all of available resources at the door to protect the guest of honor. ...
He's like, all right, disembodied crazy person. I guess I can do something about that for you. Hang on. And he like gets something. He's like, can we get some guys outside? Yeah, I know there's already guys. Yeah. No. Jacobs, don't argue with me. Look, yes. Fine. And then he's like, okay, Jacobs is going to get some guys outside. We'll make the perimeter a little tighter. Can I go back to enjoying my dinner, please?
You're the head of security and you're enjoying dinner. Shouldn't you be doing your job?
Have a good night. Hopefully, nothing happens. And I walk away.
Okay. All right. So, so he goes back to like eating, but you can tell that he's not just like eating and not paying attention. Like he's trying to blend in a little bit. I mean, you've kind of ruined that for him, but he was working on it. Eventually, like another 20 minutes or so pass. Another course is brought out, and it's Hidia's turn to get up on the stage. So Hadia is like, you can crush her. I don't know, maybe you can tell, maybe you can't, but she's like getting more nervous like as time goes on. The MC wizard guy comes up and announces like, we have a very special guest, and introduces her and says, her work with the metahuman community is incredible, and that she's made a lot of very personal sacrifices and undergone a lot of stress to be here. And so let's all thank Hadia for coming, and Hadia alpha on everybody.
When he finishes the introduction,
Yeah.
Did I like escort her to the stage and stuff?
You could if you want to, yeah.
So I like escort her to the stage and stuff, and
okay.
and drop her off. And then when he finishes the introduction, she like goes on stage.
Yeah, she's about to.
Crusher with his mechanized giant fucking arms just starts clapping like this, and he's just you see his mouth move. He's like, hey, hey, he's just like laughing, just like looking at everyone else at the crowd.
Yeah,
I
I mean
hear
everybody
him
else
clap
is cheering,
twice,
but Crusher is cheering the loudest by far.
Yeah. Because everyone's making noise and Crusher can't make noise, so he just makes what he can.
Yep. So she doesn't like, it doesn't like, she's not annoyed or embarrassed or anything. She just smiles at you and walks up on stage. And she gets up to the podium and she starts to she's like, thanks everybody for having her here. And she starts by saying like, the danger that I face in doing this work is a small piece of the danger that metahumanity faces every day. And before she even gets to finish the sentence, you hear gunfire outside. and let's break here.
Oh,
We'll come
God
back.
damn it!
All right.
It was almost useful.
Yeah,
You're about to be.
We'll take our break and then we'll go back and
Okay.
be right back. So, Jesus Christ. All right, we'll be right back, guys. Final portion of whatever the week it is of Roleplay Mirrorshades coming up. We'll see you soon.